it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You do your estrogen high, you run your trainery around, you turn into a kid, and nobody respects you anymore. What more evidence do you need?
Yeah, I mean, that's it for me. And I've trust me, man, people don't believe me. I've tried every thing that you can possibly imagine.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
And I feel the best on test, primo, GH, and running an AI as appropriate. And for somebody that's on social media, I don't particularly like getting a lot of attention.
Get used to it, man. If you're almost at 30,000, imagine when you're at 100 or 150. It just keeps getting more and more and more. It's just part of the game. You got to take it as it comes.
Well, I really enjoy helping people and trying to get good information out there where I can. And it's interesting meeting all the people like you and Kurt and other people that I've Dean, all these very smart people that have helped me improve.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what the community is there for. Right? We got to help each other.
That's what drives me nuts about the guys that get so angry and hostile towards other. I mean, we know a few of those people, but it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot.
But I think it's just normal. Like there's jealousy and hate. It's in all walks of life, right? I mean, I had it as a business consultant. I'm sure you had it as a business owner. Yeah. People don't want to cheer for other people's success because they're here. And then as soon as you start to level up, they're trying to pull you down. That's one of the reasons why I left Holland. And it's in every aspect of life, in every field. And we also have that in the bodybuilding community. There's just some guys who can't take it and try to bring you down to their level. And I think when you start to exceed, you just have to ignore it at one point. Because, I mean, I got so many haters, I can't even keep track. You know, I get, videos sent every week, like, oh, this guy's talking shit, this guy's talking shit. I'm like, whatever, man. It just comes with the territory. And Derek gave me a huge rundown he said, when I had like 30,000 subscribers, he's like, you know what, from 50,000 it gets worse. And when you break 100, it's terrible. And he was right. I mean, the amount of haters that Derek has, 2 million subscribers, it just comes with the territory. So, and all you can do is keep going and become more successful and laugh it off. It's all a joke.
I'm going through the stages of it now. It annoyed me and upset me at first, and now I'm just like, I don't even pay attention to it.
Acceptance. That's the last one, right?
And I'm trying to coach Kurt through it now. He's dealing with it.
Yeah, I had a conversation with Kurt also recently.
He gets very upset with people being critical, but I was the same way. I remember you telling me, just ignore it. Just ignore it. That's all you can do. Or address it in a joking fashion. I mean, I went after Palumbo, then he went after me, and my wife got death threats, and it was insane, dude. And I just laughed it off because what can you do? It's part of the territory. Yeah, I try to, like, if somebody's being a real jerk and they're high profile, I'll just kind of poke fun at them a little bit. Just give them a little bit of a rib shot. Yeah. Nothing. That's all I see you and your subtle rib shots.
There you go. Yeah.
You're very clever about it.
It's like Inception. Inception. You got to plant the seed so people know exactly what's going on.
You can call them in without calling them out.
You spin the dreidel.
I'm taking a lesson from the master.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that way. It's just satire, then nobody can say like he's directly attacking people. Sometimes I do that, but then it's only for a reason because something is blatantly off.
I laughed the other day when you had your thing up about high estrogen, and it is definitely the dudes, the proponents of high estradiol that tend to be mental.
Yeah, but it's also in the TRT space. In the TRT space, there's a lot of guys that are, adamant against aromatase inhibitors. You should never use them. And all these guys appear like they have a few screws loose. And I'm like, dude, steroids are neurotoxic. End the story. It just haven't been investigated in every context. So you can say that aromatase inhibition is worse, but what else are you doing? Nobody's just running TRT. We're all doing HRT plus with Primo and Mastro. And there's no evidence that it is or that it's neurotoxic because it hasn't been investigated. So, it's not like we're all getting smarter by taking these steroids. But it might help with cognitive decline when you're old, but that's because you're androgen deficient.
But from experimenting that there are certain things that seem in certain ways of doing things that are way worse for your psychological health than others. I feel
high estrogen and a little bit of tren. That's one of them, and that's what these guys are advocating. So, and the symptoms are clearly there because everybody hates these guys.
Yeah.
So in the story, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You do your estrogen high, you run your trenery around, you turn into a dickhead, and nobody respects you anymore. So, what more evidence do you need?
Yeah, I mean that's it for me. And I've trust me, man. When people don't believe me, I've tried everything that you can possibly imagine.
Yeah, same here.
And I feel the best on test, primo, GH, and running an AI as appropriate.
Yeah.
Keeping my estradiol in the off season, I'll keep it at the high end of the reference range or slightly above.
Yeah. And
I feel great. My blood work looks great.
Same here. Same here, man. It's not rocket science. It test primo, anavar, GH, insulin. Done. That's it. Right? And then during contest prep, you can throw in a mastrone and a winstrol. Cool. Right? And if you really want to dice it in, anadrol and superdrol and hail test it. But that's only the last couple of days. It's really for most guys, if you can't get it done with 5 compounds, you just have no business in this space, Actually 3, test GH and insulin. Honestly, if you can't get it done in those 3, then I don't see a reason why you would want to be in this sport, Okay, you need an aromatase inhibitor to control the estrogen on testosterone, but that's an ancillary. It's not anabolic.
I've made the best progress of my life from 45 to 50, and I'm not trying to sound like a braggart here. I don't know of many people, and many other guys in the world that have made as much progress as I have from 45 to 50. And all I've run is test, primo, and GH for the most part. That's it.
Yeah.
Like 90% of the time. A little bit of insulin here and there.
Yeah, it's insane, right? Yeah,
I've
but that doesn't sell. This doesn't sell, Paul. You got to make content about DNP and adipotide and injectable ephedrine and all that stuff. Yeah, you got to give the people what they want because there's always, the grass is always greener behind door number 5.
Everybody wants there to be some obscure cycle. I had a coaching client recently I took on that after a month, he fired me. He was like, I was expecting more than this. He's like, this is not.
I've had that. I've had that so many times.
It's like, this is not what I was looking for. And I'm like, what did you think was going on that I told you that you have to have your diet buttoned up, your training buttoned up, and then you just take simple compounds and escalate them up as necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, but if the foundation is there, I don't mind experimenting, right, with clients like this and that, and they do their blood work and they track their blood glucose levels and they send me logs of their blood pressure. I don't fucking mind, right? They live the lifestyle. Let's go to fucking town, right? If you have the money and the resources for it, we'll do the Increlex and the IGF and the insulin and the everything. Right? But most guys, they're not ready for those steps yet because the lifestyle isn't there. The lifestyle needs to be adopted first.
Yeah.
That's the problem you run into these guys. So they still eat hamburgers and fast food and they drink. And then they're like, why do I have so many side effects on 500 tests? Well, you're treating your body like shit. Why is my blood pressure so high? Well, you're eating like shit.
Well, it goes back to the simple philosophy for me. I mean, it's Occam's razor. Don't worry about the 10% until you have the 90 buttoned up. If you don't have the 90 buttoned up, the 10% doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You can start, the guys that are doing attention to detail and all the little, I do some nuanced stuff like, tracking my blood sugar throughout the day using a CGM. If you're not following a diet, it don't fucking matter. Why is it 300 at some points? Oh, yeah, I know. I had the milkshake at Five Guys. Right. It doesn't matter at that point. I don't know. I think guys are looking for all really complex answers to some, or solutions to simple simple problems. I don't know, but
yeah,
that's just my
but
mind.
then what's so weird? Like my cycles are pretty complicated, right? I mean, I run Test, and Primo, and Anavar, and GH, and Increlex, and ancillaries, and all these little micro experiments in the meantime. And then you have like part of the crowd, they love it. And then the other part of the crowd, they're like mortified. Like, what, Steve, what are you doing? Why is it so complicated? How much money does this cost? Why are you injecting NAD plus and taking NMN and all these little things, right? And that's, I mean, for me, it's super interesting, and it's also content. I mean, let's be honest. But like some people are really adverse to that idea to really optimize everything, small amounts. And other guys love it. So you can't really win because there's so many different audiences that are after particular things and have their own biases. And some guys are purely after TRT information and some guys are purely after bodybuilding information. So it's really hard to kind of navigate the different audiences and keep everybody pleased. So after all, I just gave up. I'm like, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to be transparent with my blood work every single month. And if there's a reason to come off or stop particular things or a problem, then I'm going to address it like I always have.